to make sure this does not fall. I don't know. It's from my tripod thing. Greetings. Hope everybody's doing good this Saturday. Alright, y'all. So I thought it would be nice to on my thumbnail of this live to put this it was a wall. I went downtown this week. Hey sis. Hey, good morning or good day. I don't like saying morning, but good day. Hey Besso. So I wanted to just do a quick message. I don't know what it's gonna be about, but I thought it would be nice to put that you are amazing picture. I took it while I was downtown this week, and I felt led to share that with y'all. Hey sis. Hey Dara. How you doing, sis? Hey y'all. I know we haven't talked. It seemed like, I don't know, we haven't talked at all this week, I don't think, actually. Miss you too. So I'm going to go ahead and start this read or this message, whatever wants to come out. Whatever it is, I pray that it blesses those who is meant to receive it. Okay? I pray for divine wisdom and insight from the Holy Spirit. Most High God, I thank you that you work through this. Yes, sis. Get your house. Get your house. Okay. All right. Sounds good. But get your houses. What is the message, Holy Spirit? You guys, I can't stress how, like, I feel like someone needs to know, like, you're so close to whatever your breakthrough is. You're so close to whatever your promise is. Like, you're so close. Like, you don't even know. You don't even see it. Some of you guys, you may see it. You may sense it in your spirit. I wrote down a note this morning. Matter of fact, let me see. Stroke it, baby. Stroke it, baby. Work it, baby. Work it, baby. All right. Hey. All right. So I wrote down a note this morning. I wrote this at 5:18 a.m. this morning. Hey, Lene. What I wrote down, because I don't know if anybody else has been feeling this, but I've been like really anxious, kind of itching to like testify, even though something, how do I explain it? It's like, because I'm like really trying to like discern between like, is it that I'm being led to by the divine to like testify something before it actually happens, because that was a message that I got, like, I can't remember. I think this was during like the pandemic, where I did a live and I was picking up a message that Spirit wants us to record our testimonies as if it already happened, because we're going to share those testimonies one day, whether it's like you're recording your own voice, whether you're writing it down, something like that, or you're preparing to write a book for some of you, because I get things here and there from time to time about people writing books. But I was like, okay, do you want me to still like do that? Or is it because it's time, like it's close to a breakthrough that we're about to testify. Hey, MB. Hey. Mercury is in Virgo and the sun is pushing the Virgo on Monday. Yeah. Aren't we about to go into retrograde? Possibly, yeah, because I'm a Taurus. But what I wrote down this note, and the message that I got was, those of you that are itching to testify before you receive your promise in the natural, in the physical sense. It's because in your spirit, you know it's soon to arrive. There's this anxiousness. So yeah, it's like, and I keep hearing messages about people saying you will testify and you are going to share your story. And that's the thing about a promise. It's like, bet, like you're making good on something. It's like an exchange, a divine exchange, like between you and spirit. So yeah, test the testimony. Yeah, I do feel like it's going to look. You got the glass ceiling, like something's about to break through. Like there's about to be a shattering of any type of limitations. Or there is no blocks. There are no limits. And I feel like that's something that will be realized. That's what's going to be realized. Is like there's nothing that could stop this, that can get in your way. And I will say this too. Look, you got angelic intercession when I split the deck. You have divine intercession happening. You may even have like friends speaking on your behalf, praying on your behalf, whether they're praying with you or, you know, praying behind your back. And when I say praying behind your back, not in a negative sense, but like praying for you, you know, wanting things to move and happen for you. So you don't even know, like there's people that's praying for you. And yes, there may be people praying for your downfall. You're being tested, spiritual test, delayed, not denied. So it may seem like things are not moving, or you're like, okay, I'm afraid to keep pushing. I'm afraid to trust in this breakthrough or this promise. But you're being tested, like, can you withstand it? Are you ready? Wait. This song. She said, I don't think you ready for this thing. Like, are you ready for this thing? Like, are you for real? For whatever this is, this promise that's about to come through. Like, shout out to our good sis Aaliyah. Like, what? Yeah, but I'm telling you, yeah, miracles, signs, and wonders. I'm telling you, you guys, like, I feel it. And another thing too, like, just like you got angelic intercession, you have divine protection, new chapter, miracle, sign, and wonders again. Yeah, it was on the 25th. Yep. And I'm getting something too, like, just to speak on that for a quick second. When I think about like Akasha, because she played the ancient vampire Akasha, the mother vampire, Akashic records. So hey, like, I'm just getting a lot of divine, like, powerful energy, y'all, like, for real. And of course, like, with every, yeah, do not be distracted. Hidden gem. You are the hidden gem, and spirit is protecting you. A lot of you are being divinely protected. You may be led to kind of keep your energy reserved right now, or away from certain environments or certain things or people, to avoid spiritual oppression. Okay, that python spirit that seeks to restrict you. And I will say, avoid distractions at all costs. Like, avoid all type of distractions. And when I tell you this too, like, people coming back in your life, thoroughly check those people out. Look, the agents. You might have agents come through. They might try to play nice, and some of them, they playing dirty. They're you know, it's desperate attempts. I'm telling you, when you're close to your breakthrough, it's guaranteed. It is guaranteed that when you're close to a breakthrough or a blessing or something's about to move in your life, there's always going to be that test, and it's desperate. The agents of the dark, whoever is being used by the darkness, whether it's exes, whether it's some type of narcissistic, parasitic type of energy, they're going to try it. I'm telling you, they have to. They have no choice. That's their assignment. Their assignment is to stop your progression, or to stop you from reaching that promise. So whatever they got to do or whatever they got to say, they're going to do it. Monitoring spirits. Could be a male energy for some of you. Yeah, demons don't like to be exposed. This is what I'm getting. Like, they don't like to be exposed. And the person that is, or the people that are, you know, agents of the dark, they, you know, they're vessels. They're willing vessels, whether they realize it or not. Maybe some of them, they do realize it. Their assignment is to attack. That's just what they have to do. And those demons don't want that person to get free. So they'll keep them stuck and restricted as long as they can, and they'll use these people to attack you. So I just want y'all to be mindful of that. And a lot of you, look, you understand spiritual warfare. A lot of you understand spiritual warfare and attacks. Do not be distracted by that. It is an illusion. Don't feed into that shit. Excuse my language, but don't feed into it. It's 11:11. And like this song that's playing right now, yes, 11:11. It could be some type of toxic ex that you had. Somebody that was abusive towards you in some type of way. Yeah, you're being concentrated. You're being prepped right now to break free. I'm telling you guys, like, I don't even know if I need to pull any cards on this, but we're going to. Yep, consecration ones come out. So you guys are in the process of cultivation and preparation. The lights, you have the light. Vibrational alignment. You guys have one more big test, or you're already in the midst of this big test. Steer clear of gossip. Don't get caught up in the he say, she say. Don't stoop to low vibrational people's energy. You're better than that. You have the energy tip jar. So again, be mindful of the energy. Like, where are you paying your energy? If you put 2 jars in front of you, spiritually speaking, or in a visual sense, and you have the negative tip jar and then you have the positive tip jar, where are you placing most of your energy? Or the types of people, these energies, like, where are you placing it? Then you got the orphan spirit, which is childhood trauma. I will say this, some people might try to exploit your trauma. Do not, it's a trigger, don't fall for it. I'm telling you guys this for a reason. And don't take this if it doesn't resonate with you, but I want to say this, like, just because it sounds like, oh, it's so negative, I'm not telling you anything that will not be beneficial for you to know ahead of time. Like, for those of you that already understand spiritual warfare, you know it comes with the territory. But for those of you that may be not so hip to that type of thing, just use your discernment, you guys, and do not allow these triggers to get you out of character. I'm telling you, it's the trick of the enemy to get you to slip up. Don't fall for it. And I get that it might be like childhood trauma, and for others of you, it could be through your family. It could be people that already know. And these agents of the dark, like, they're being used by demonic spirits. They know where to attack you because they're assigned to attack you. So they know, just like when you go in a battlefield, you have 2 different armies, right? The armies, typically, they study their opponents. They know where the weak spots are. There's a formation, there's a pattern. They know, okay? These are trained and skilled, just like you're trained and skilled, or your angels. Let's say your angels, your spiritual team, they're highly skilled and they're trained. So are these dark forces. And if you guys are spiritual, like a lot of people claim, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm into spirituality, but you deny spirituality in a sense. You only like the light and fluffy shit. You like the cute stuff, right? You deny the other parts. Every time, like, I'm telling you, if you don't pay attention, you're not ready for it. Like, and then a lot of these things, like these people, like, that are being used, whether it's family, whether it's so-called friends, whether it's coworkers, a stranger on the street, a troll, or whoever, whatever. These people, they're just they're lower grades to where you're going, because a lot of you are going into some type of, if it's you're being called to something, whether it's through your career, whether it's an environment, whether it's an assignment you have in this life where you're going to do very big things, you're going to be ridiculed by a lot of people. So these little minions right here, they're just the they're the lower level. They're the testing field. They're the, like, when you're in military school, they're the training course. They're not the battle. They're not the real battle. You know what I mean? Like, this is all preparation. And when I say this, is not to be scary. Like, let's say your breakthrough, your promises in a marriage, right? And you and your person are meant to come together and break generational traumas. Of course, you're going to have family members attack you and try to remind you of, oh, remember when you were a little kid and you did this, or, you ain't no good just like your daddy, or you're never going to be anything. You're just, you're just this, you're just that, right? All this abuse. Of course, you're going to get attacked in certain areas. You got to be hip to that. And then a lot of times too, the Jezebel spirit, these demonic spirits, they want to shut you up. So if you're someone that's meant to write a book, you're meant to be a public speaker of some sort, or you're meant to work in the justice field, of course you're going to have some warfare where people are trying to shut you down, shut you up, ridicule you, slander your name, and all that stuff. No, it's not happening. A lot of people think Jezebel is just like this seductive, sexual, feminine energy. No, the Jezebel spirit, she's a prophet slaughter. She's a prophet murderer. So that's facts. So if you are someone that's meant to speak to people, breathe life into people, you have a story, you have a testimony that's going to heal or break somebody free, of course that spirit's going to attack you. It can attack you in the form of a man or a woman. Jezebel's spirit can operate in anybody. It's manipulative, it's narcissistic, and it is someone is trying to shut you up. It taunts you, it harasses you, it intimidates you. So if you're dealing with that, shut that down. I'm telling you. So this demonic contract card, like I said, there's people that are assigned to come at you. And I'm not telling you this. It's not me trying to like spook anybody. It's coming up for a reason. Like Spirit's trying to give somebody a heads up. Like you're so close to this breakthrough. Don't let these fools play you. Don't let them get under your skin. It's a trick. It's a desperate attempt. It's desperate. Even if the enemy knows they're going to lose, it's like, I'm going to still try my hand, because that's how narcissistic the enemy is. That's how cocky and how foolish and ignorant the enemy is. Like, I'm going to still test my hand. Yeah, I might not win, but I'm going to get my punch. I'm going to get my word in. That's how it is. Don't even give them the satisfaction. I'm telling you. Like, don't even do it. And you guys have support. You have divine protection all around you. But it's up to you to play your role in your part and put on your armor and know your truth. Know the word. Know whether it's the word of God. Also, whether it's your truth within who you are and where your stance is and what your promise is. Don't fall for that. Do not fall for it. I'm telling you. It's a lie. And some of you guys, it might come in very sweet and very enticing too. And it's something you know that you were to leave behind. Don't fall back into that. And if somebody's suggesting that you do something you walked away from, oh, just have another cigarette. It's okay. You can smoke. Oh, no, it's okay. You can eat that meat. Whatever it is that you're doing to discipline yourself, or you know you made a vow to yourself, you made a vow to Spirit, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not sleeping with this person anymore. I'm not answering this person's phone call anymore. I'm not going to this place anymore. Whatever you stand on that. And if somebody tries to tempt you, that is a clear sign that this person is an agent, whether they realize they're being used in that moment or not. I'm just telling y'all to pay attention. I don't know why I have to keep saying that. Look, this song. Coming on strong, six-pack showing. Could be a form of a man. Moody, the King of Cups in reverse. Someone that is emotionally, there could be someone that is emotionally ungrounded at this time. Five of Swords, conflict. Look, can't make it up. Five of Swords, conflict. It's nothing but conflict. Maybe to put you in a headspace like, oh, I'm so confused. The cigarette, cashmere, yeah. Yep. This is personal for you. This is your journey. Like, this is not for you to be like, oh, I'm not smoking cigarettes because I think I'm better than the next person that is smoking cigarettes. But no, this is my health. This is my journey. And I'm not smoking cigarettes. Like, for me, sex, no sex. That might be, you do what you, the next woman, the next man, you can do whatever you want with your body. But me, I know that that's something that I'm being called not to do for a reason. So I'm not doing it, right? But that doesn't mean that I think I'm better than anybody. That's just my stance. So if somebody comes in and be like, oh, let me just come over. Let me just, no. Hermit. You could be in hermit mode, introspection, sitting and taking time for yourself. But and then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a woman. It says conservative. So again, like, your focus, you got to stay focused on your paper. Your paperwork, like, you focus on that and not get distracted by these things. Because I'm telling you, like, the test is likely to come right before your breakthrough. It never fails. It never freaking fails. You got the Moon, illusions, and acceptance with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay? So some of you guys are under the illusion that maybe what you're doing is not right. Yeah. It might be something that you're doing that you question whether you're doing the right thing. Should I ignore this person's phone call? Maybe this person really does me well. Maybe I should give them another chance. Or, oh, maybe this cigarette is not that bad. Or if I just sleep with this person this one time and never talk to them again, I'll be cool. But the thing is, it's a trick to keep you, it puts you back in a cycle. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, you made a vow to break a cycle, but then that thing comes in to inch its way and to tempt you back to repeating a cycle. You think that you're in control because you're saying, oh, I'm only going to do it one time, or I'm going to just take a little puff here and there and I'm good. But what you're doing is you just made a contract, a covenant, back with that thing that you broke free of. So, you're not doing anything wrong. Like, the Ten of Swords is in reverse. With the illusion, the Moon card, it's like emotionally you might think that something you're doing is not what you're supposed to be doing, or you, oh, I shouldn't talk to this person anymore, I shouldn't be friends with this person anymore. Oh, what if I just, you know, give my parent another shot, when Spirit told you, like, yeah, I know that's your mom, or yeah, I know that's your dad, I know that's your cousin, but I told you to stay clear of that person. You're like, oh, well, maybe I'll just hang out with him and then maybe we can hash it out. Then y'all get into the same argument over again, and you see this person ain't changed. Trust your intuition, y'all. Trust your discernment, because what's happening is bigger than this. And I want to get to what this breakthrough is, because I feel like Spirit just wanted y'all to, like, for some reason, like, you need to know. Okay, prosperous, Nine of Pentacles. So you're so close to that Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, that Ten of Pentacles could be anything tangible, that final completion of something that you worked your butt off for, or that you did the spiritual work for. Like, you're so close to this manifesting for you. So close. Right. And just trust your intuition, because like I said, and then whatever people can, someone outside of you, and this is the thing about this promise, and this is how you know that it's from the divine, nobody is going to take credit for it. Nobody is going to be able to tell you and say, oh, I hooked you up with that person, I hooked you up with that producer, oh, I hooked you up with this house, oh, I did this, and nobody's going to be able to tell you that, because it's going to happen in a divine way. And that's not to say that someone can't bring you to the blessing or be that person that blesses you, but it's going to be a divine way that it happens, where other people are not going to say, oh, I helped you, or I, no, no, you ain't. You can't say that. So you also might be tempted in a sense where someone tries to give you something that you feel like is the promise, but there's something that is amiss. And I posted, I don't know if I posted it on a story. It was a video of this woman that said she was out and about, and these two women approached her trying to give her a rose that night. Because you know how you go to the club, or you come out of the club and there's people selling flowers to couples, or maybe even just women, right? And they were insistent on trying to give her this flower, this rose, and she was like, no. So, like, she knew something was off. So when she got in her car, the girl slipped it through her window, and the lady was led to look in the rose. It was this white substance in it, and it was a substance that she felt like was likely to thank you, it's likely something to take you out, like knock you out. So there's a lot of sex trafficking schemes and stuff going on right now. So like I said, be very mindful of things coming to you. Like, you can tell if it's from spirit, if it's blessed, or if it's cursed. You can tell. Just trust your intuition. But you guys are so close to your promise. That's why, like, I can't stress it enough. You're so close. You are. Yes. Afraid of Commitment came out. So some of you guys may be afraid, like I said in the beginning. I think it was it in the beginning of this? I think it was, like, afraid to trust. If it wasn't in this video, it may have been in the rainbow one that I did today. I can't remember. Yeah, fentanyl. Yep, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, you want to be able to be in a place where you can receive. You got closed, unable to receive. Hold on. It fell on the floor. Unable to give. Like, you want to be open to receive what Spirit is doing for you. Like, open yourself. Yeah, be more playful. Play more. Be open. Let's see, what is this blessing? I wonder what cards. I want to use a different deck. I did see the Divine Promotion card come out quite a bit when I was shuffling my cards. I kept seeing the Divine Promotion. So some of you guys, you're being promoted, maybe literally in some sense, like maybe career, job-wise, or just like the next level, the next phase of your life. Pay attention to the confirmations, because Spirit is giving a lot of confirmations to encourage and to keep you going, too. Hold on. Ooh. I got too much stuff going on here. I don't know if I want to use these. The Kipper deck. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use these. Oh, hey. And I just noticed. Maybe I should. I'll do both. Holy Spirit. Look, this song right here that's playing, You Got Nerve, Aaliyah, You Got Nerve. Like, people got the nerve. Like, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? Like, people got the nerve. Like, come on. Like, really? You got the nerve to think. And I think in the song she said, I gave you opportunities and chances. Hey, sis. Hey, greetings. You got main character, court official. Okay. Work. Great fortune. Okay. I am getting, like, for some of you, it is a male energy that is a main character. I don't know. It could be a co-worker for some of you with the work card. It could be a partner. It could be a family member. It could be anybody, okay? I'm getting a male energy. You got the court official. Someone is under divine judgment as well. With the work card, I do get that for some of you, it is something with work. I'm not gonna go too much into that because Spirit is saying don't do that for some reason. I'm not gonna do it. Hey, and you got great fortune. So there's some type of blessing, like I said, it's coming, and it could very well be in work. The divine promotion thing very well could be that. Some of you guys will be in the justice. I don't know. Something with court or justice system. You guys may very well. Maybe you want to be a social worker. Maybe you want to be a therapist or something. It's whatever this is. Could be social justice work. I keep hearing that a lot too. There's like a clothing, like a hat thing in the back. Student loan. Hey, okay. Some of you guys, it could be a new car or something, or you might change or get a different car. Yep. You got change here with the car, and then you have high honors underneath that. So there's that graduate energy, whether it's a literal graduation that is due to you or you graduating spiritually. Yeah, okay. I'm almost at 30 minutes. I'm not going to stay on here too long, you guys. If you feel led, if you haven't already, I would encourage you guys to watch that rainbow reading that I did today. It says you shall obtain it. That video, watch it. Especially if you guys are kind of in this limbo of doubt and not sure, or you feel like, okay, I don't want to hype myself up just in case it's too good to be true. Break free of that timeline that things are too good to be true and nothing ever works out for you. Like, everybody has their due season, their due time. Even if you never experienced things going well for you, that doesn't mean that it's not ever going to happen for you. That's not the case. So, yeah. And I got to tell myself that as well. It's like, yeah, if you're not used to things, you know, you feel like you get blessings, or you feel like something like missed opportunities happen, or you feel like opportunities have been sabotaged for you. It's like, no, don't dwell on those past situations. Mindfulness, peaceful presence, and a quiet mind. Yeah, you got to be in this state. It may not always be easy. Prophets, ancient seers, decisions, predictive guidance. Some of you guys could be seers and prophets yourself. Top of the deck. Archangel Raphael, justice, harmony, solutions. Again, some type of justice for you. Balance, harmony. Could be around Libra season. I'm not going to do too much. What breakthroughs? What breakthroughs? Prosperity. Freedom at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Number 42, abundance and success. You are on your way to that. Abundance and success is not only, you know, centered around material abundance and, you know, some type of statures or status and all of that. Abundance and success could be in multitude of different things. Your healing, your successful family relationships, dynamics, romance, your health. So many things can center around success and abundance. So you're so close. I'm telling, like, I can't stress this enough. You see how The path is not too far away from this castle. You're so close. So close. So close. So depth. Writing down dreams, plans, and blueprints. Yeah, and that's another thing that at the start of this year, that's been a very big message that's been coming through a lot. Even others, I've been seeing other people saying the same thing, to write down your dreams, because they're prophecy. I can't stress that enough. A lot of the things that you're seeing in your dreams that you remember, that you recall, whether it was during this year or previous years, is something that sticks with you. I'm telling you, it's something divine that sticks with you, that spirit is saying. It may not be just one dream. It could be multiple dreams that you've had that has stuck with you. Maybe even a childhood dream, something that you've seen or spirit revealed to you some time ago. Write that down, because that's a prophecy. And writing it down could be in your journal, or it could be, saving it for something to share, especially for those of you that are meant to write a book or something that you're working on that you're going to share with the masses or something like that. I'm getting, like, write those things down, because again, it's a testimony. Like, I'm telling you, I feel this so strongly. Like, whoever this is meant for, whoever, you've gone through some stuff in your life, some very tough cycles and things in your life, and you've always persevered. You've always been the person that is holding the door for everyone, or you've always been the person supporting and motivating and encouraging everybody in spite of your own issues. That takes heart and courage. Someone that still has the heart and wants to see people do well, even if they're not in the best position. Like, yeah, it might hurt you. You might say, damn, when's my time coming? When's my turn coming? Spirit, you forgot about me. Universe, what's up? Like, ancestors, whoever, like, what's up? When's my time coming? But you still are rooting for your family and your friends. Like, yes, sis got married. Yes, sis got this. Or, yeah, bro, whoever, family members, cousin, whoever. But damn, Spirit, what's going on, right? And you still support, you still show up, you still smile, you still go to work every day, you still support your family and your friends when they need it, or you push yourself even at times when you don't even feel like doing it anymore. You might handle things on your own, or it's just silently between you and God, but you kept you've been a good sport throughout this entire time. You've been a good sport this entire time. As hard as it has been for you, you've remained a good sport. And for that, don't think for a second that God has forgot about you. No. Your testimony is going to be one of those ones that's going to be a blessing to so many people, because it didn't come easy to you. It wasn't like, here you go. Oh, yeah, it worked out. Oh, yeah, like, oh, no, you didn't have daddy's money. You didn't have mommy and daddy's money to back you up and to do these things. You did it by yourself, or you had people, here and there. You got supportive people, but this is not something that is people, like I said, nobody is going to be able to say that they helped you. They did it for you. They might say, yeah, I supported you. I rooted for you. I was there. But they will never be able to take credit for where you are. They will not be able to do that. And that's by design, because this blessing, this testimony is going to bless a lot of people. Why you're being attacked the way you're being attacked? Because the enemy wants you to sit and lay down. Keep people in bondage and keep people stuck and in fear and in limitation and self-doubt and woundedness and not healing and feeling hopeless. Oh, I can never heal. This is never going to happen for me. No. The enemy is a liar. A liar. The enemy is like a little hater, like at school, that's like, oh yeah, girl, like, because they can't be you, instead of like trying to, get to know you, and, they might be inspired, they might admire you, because the enemy hates you because they were casted down for their disobedience and them wanting to be the star of the show and wanting to be bigger than the master, right? But we know that we can't be ahead of the master. We can't be ahead of the game, before our time. We'll never be able to outshine the master. Like, that's not ever going to happen. It's knowing your place and knowing who you are and what role you play in this divine universe. So, like, the enemy is a hater. Instead of, aligning with you and, doing the work themselves and healing and shining in their own light, they seek to cast your light down with them. And you're no better than them when you get under you, when you start to get into that realm with them and you fighting with them. Not to say that you shouldn't stand up for yourself, but there's a point in time where it's like, I ain't got to handle you. Something greater is going to handle you. And oh, on the other side of this, for those that didn't do their work, for those that are being evil and nasty towards people, your time is coming. You think you're getting away with it now because you know, the people that you're attacking and harassing and all of that, you feel like they are helpless. They can't do nothing. But God is going to make an example out of you. God is going to make an example out of those people that have been hurting and harming people, throwing rocks and hiding their hand, being nasty for no reason, preying on people's downfalls, doing little and underhanded stuff, doing all this demonic stuff, parasitic behaviors, narcissistic behaviors, all this other stuff that they've been doing, and they've been getting away for it, but it's not gone unnoticed. God, the universe, the divine, the most high, whatever you want to call it, sees everything. And if you're not in a state of repentance, and when I mean repentance is you seek to let go of the things that you know doesn't serve you, and you have a sincere heart and you say, this is wrong and I know what I'm doing is not right, or I was wrong for speaking that way to that person, or I was wrong for doing this, I know this wasn't of my highest good, or this was something that hurt someone else, and you turn away from that, that's different. But someone that is that in that constant place and you're in that stubborn spirit of doing what you're doing and you're not taking heed, you don't have the discernment to say, oh, what I'm doing is wrong, let me back up, let me stop, let me check myself, and you're continuously doing that, and you're laughing because right now you think you're getting away with it. But like I said, God's going to make a big example out of you too. Just like those that have been doing their work and all of that and being a good sport on their journey and keeping going, Spirit is going to exalt them, those people, because they have a testimony that's going to bless many. And on the opposite side, like I said, those that have been on the opposite end of it and doing all that dark stuff, God's going to make an example out of you too. Watch. Watch. Everybody has their time to come. What you reap, you sow. It's literal. What you reap, you sow. See, the difference with the repentance heart is a person, like, we're all flawed. We're all sinners, right? We're all flawed. We all have the ability to do something effed up to each other, effed up to ourselves. We can get it wrong. But the difference is you repent from that. You say, I know better. Like, that ain't even right. I don't even have the heart to be like that. That was my bad. That was my fault. Let me correct myself. When you can do that, that's different. The other person's on the other side that's like, you got a God complex and you think that you can do what you're doing to hurt people. And some people think that that's okay. They feel like they have the right to play God and condemn and harm others. There's people that really believe that. But I'm telling you, you're foolish and you're going to be made an example of. I'm telling you. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. And a lot of people is doing that. I'm seeing that slander. And you know what? This is the other thing too with demons. I want to say this too. With these people like that, those parasitic people, they've allowed these demons to take governance over their life and host these people's bodies and souls and their spirits, their hearts and minds. Rather than healing and doing the work, these demons, they seek to attack because they need a feeding, and they will seek whoever they can to devour, to harm, to hurt, to do whatever, harass, and all of that, gaslight, abuse. And the people that are being used, they're under this spiritual bondage. Rather than healing and doing the work and getting the lesson, they're attacking the very people that maybe be sent to help them. You could be sent to help these people. You may be someone that wants to see a family member, a friend, or someone, whoever, strangers. When I'm doing this, I know I trigger people. Whether I'm triggering them in a sense of like, damn, that hurt, but I know I needed to hear it. And also the other side of it where people are like feeling attacked in a sense where instead of saying, okay, let me go within and see what's up with me, they attack you. They come at you. They project, these demons attack you because they don't want that person to get free. That's the sad part about it. These demons feed off of hosting people. So So that's why, like, when these trolls and stuff come on my channel attacking me and projecting and saying I'm doing this to them and all that stuff, like, that's your issue. That's your problem. I know my intentions. I know I come on here to help people, that I'm used as a vessel to assist and help people. I'm not here to hurt and harm and attack and to do all of this. If you're triggered, again, like I said, there's something, when we get triggered, that means there's something inside of the self that is saying, hey, that hurts. Why does it hurt? Let me go into it. That person might be touching on something that's sensitive, just like anything that's like, let's say, peroxide or alcohol. When it's poured on a wound, it stings, but it's seeking to help you heal. But because it stings, it's like, oh, you're attacking me, and oh, this is so negative. Okay, love, then you ain't gonna get the healing, because you got to do the work. When do you say, I'm going to stop pointing the finger at everybody else and do your own work and take accountability for yourself? And for those of you that are spiritual workers and you're dealing with this, you can't help everybody. And you're going to be running in circles trying to convince and trying to help. And even if you're not targeting anybody specific or targeting a specific audience or anything, or you just post things and people hate to see your light, you could just be minding your freaking business and people are going to find something about you they don't like. They're going to talk about you. They're going to point fingers at you. Oh, you're going to get that a lot. So these little minions right now on social media, or people in your life that's like making fun of you, or making little backhanded compliments and trying to remind you of what you aren't and what you used to be and what you used to do, those are lower level people. Those, like I said, those are training course trolls compared to what you're going to step into when you're going to be used. Because I'm telling you, the enemy, the higher you get, new levels, new devils, right? I'm telling you, but you got to have thicker skin. This is training course stuff. So these little trolls and stuff that be coming on my channel talking shit and posting little crazy stuff and making up shit about me and all of that, come on. Y'all are lower level compared to what's ahead. Get out of my way. Get the hell out of my way. That's all I got to say about that. Child, telling you, like, and yeah, sometimes it'll be like, dang, what did I do? But at the end of the day, it's not your problem. It is not your problem. What people think about you is not your problem. How people live their life is not your problem. Especially if it's an adult. They choose their reality. You don't stop your shine or your light because somebody else is irritated by it. The demon hates it. Oh, well, so what? You either get with the program, you either, beat you. If you can't beat me, then join me. But if you don't want to do that, then go sit down somewhere. Oh, well, I ain't gonna speak on that too much. We're done. But other than that, girl, the Kevin Samuels minions, like, I'm telling you, it's a war between these toxic, wounded, masculine energies against women. And like I said, the enemy, whether you want to call it the devil, you want to call it Satan, Lucifer, whoever, they hate women. They hate women. Why? They hate women and children more so specific. They hate all humanity, but they hate women and children specifically because women are the life givers. They have something within them that not everyone on the planet has. Whether you choose to give birth physically or you give birth to life and energy and creativity, there's a power about feminine energy. And it comes in so many different facets. There's not only one form of femininity, just like the goddesses. They have their own unique powers, stories, abilities. So just like us as women, there's not only one. We've been taught that there's only one way to be feminine, which is docile, which is domestic, right? The housewife, the cooking, the cleaning, and giving birth to children, lay down on your back when the man wants you to, compete for this man, get beautified so you can compete against everybody else for this one man. We've been taught backwards. No, it's not how it works. So you got a whole bunch of wounded men that have mommy issues running around, that hate women. Most of them, I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be real. I see it more so in the black community, and that's a whole nother layer. And that's because of a lot of generational trauma that the black community has, our ancestors had to go through. So that stuff runs in the veins, and that's a whole nother layer of generational trauma that we have to deal with. Other cultures have generational trauma as well from their cultures and what they've gone through as well. But as far as that toxic masculinity, the hatred against women, the sex trafficking, um, the um, the M words against women constantly, day to day, pregnant women at that. I'm seeing an uprising of pregnant women being M word by lovers and things like that. It's bad. It's bad. That school shooting with that guy, and this is something that I didn't want to really say at the time when it came to me, but that shooting in Texas with those kids, that little boy didn't have a good relationship with his mother. If you read the story about it, the boy, him and his mother, I feel like something with her, she couldn't take care of him or something. So he was sent to live with his grandparents. Who was the first person that he shot? His grandmother, his maternal figure. And then what did he do? He attacked children. He killed children. So all those brokenhearted parents, specifically the mothers that lost their babies in that school shooting. Again, it's an attack on the divine feminine and the children, I'm telling you. Sex trafficking with women and children. I wonder why. Either get with it or lay down. It's just how it is. Like, I don't know what else to say. Hey, I don't know. Family tree at the bottom of the deck. It's like so much that needs to be done, but there's a beautiful side to it, and this is why I speak on divine union so much, not as a place of obsession or idolatry of love and romance, because love and romance, let's keep it real, is beautiful. It is something that is divine. It is beautiful. It has been constructed in a way that, like, Western society and some other cultures, in the sense of women having to be subservient to their men, or to be lesser than the men, viewed than that, when that was not the ancient way. Women were never looked at as underneath or beneath the men. They were the ones that were above, if you think about it. But it's not about who's higher and who's greater. It's the energies and coming into that. And when we talk about Shiva and we talk about Shakti, her energy was that inspiration to his energy. You can't do without that. Exactly. Oshun's story, same thing, where the men thought that they could do without her energy. It's a parable, but Oshun's energy was needed. She was the water, she was the rivers, right? And the men was like, okay, we don't need her. And then what happened? A famine, a drought happened. Okay, you do. You need that force. You need that feminine energy. Toxic masculine energies know that they do need it, so they feed off of it, but they do it. They don't utilize the feminine energy in a sense of edification and pouring into equally. See, true divine masculine energy is able to stand in their own energy, as well as also not be uncomfortable or feel some type of way about a feminine energy being in her power and her energy. They can stand next to each other. And when that happens, that's a powerful force. When two or more are gathered in God's name or in divine or the divine spirit, that's power. Of course, it's going to be attacked. Love and relationships is going to be attacked. You're going to see a lot of like ratchet relationships, situationships, a broken-hearted society, broken people, people that don't trust each other, an unloyal society. It's sick. But again, a lot of people that have been standing and waiting for and believing in divine union, it's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of divine unions. Like, you'll see a few of them here and there, but I feel like after this year, it's going to be a shift in love and romance. And then you're going to see a lot of people that are not supposed to be together break up, because you got to make room for what's for you. You have to. It might be shocking that some people break up or some people get divorces and all of that, but that has to happen in order for people to align with who they're supposed to be with. There's divine union is to shift the energy. You're powerful by yourself. That person is powerful by themselves. But when you're together, it's something that is far more divine. The year of the 7. Yep. I didn't even think about that, sis. Thank you. The year of the 7, yeah, because we're in the year of the 6. We're in the year of union too. We're also in the year of justice and balance as well too. Like that too. But you know, I speak about love and romance and stuff like that from a healing standpoint and all of that. And yes, sometimes it might be entertaining, could be like mundane love situations and stuff like that. But divine connections in particular, they do exist. You know, I feel like the divine union stuff too has been infiltrated by codependent type of energies, like the twin flame community. I feel like it's very heavily infiltrated in a sense of it does kind of so the energy of obsession, it's the energy of codependency, abusive energy. It's a lot that's within it, but there's healing that you can take from that journey if you can excel past it. If you stay stuck in that whole pattern and that whole cycle, it's the same shit. And if you haven't figured it out by now, for those of you that did resonate with the twin flame journey, that there's many, like you can have that experience with more than one person, if not multiple people. It depends on how many lessons you got to get until you say, okay, this is a cycle. This is like obviously a template like of some sort that I'm meant to learn from or meant to heal, and then leave it. Because divine unions do exist. It's not going to be runner chaser stuff. That's not how it works. Can a person not be ready for love and say, I need to take a back seat and take a break from it, or run from this in the sense of I'm not ready, I need to work on myself, or I need to figure out my life? Yes. But if you're dealing with this constant cycle of back and forth, someone that's unsure, they don't know about you, that's not divine. Everybody's story is different. It's not going to be a perfect love story where Prince Charming comes in or the princess is all perfect and he's all perfect, but you'll know the difference. Don't get stuck in a timeline where you're missing out what's divinely meant for you. I'm going to look at y'all comments in a second because y'all going in. But yeah, like don't get stuck in a cycle, y'all. They talk about, oh, karmics and all of that. Yeah, but the twin flame stuff, in a sense, to me, it is like a part of your journey that you got to go through. I don't believe that experience within itself is the divine one. That's not it. Flames are meant to burn out. I resonate more so with the term soulmate because of the word soul, your soul's mate. It's not chaotic. It's not confusing all the time. It's not a constant battle and warfare and pain. And I feel like women and men may be okay with that. And a lot of it is we had to heal. I remember at that time in my life where I resonated with that. And I was very attracted to unavailable men, emotionally unavailable men. The person that I thought was my twin flame, this person that lived all the way across on the other side out of the country. We had this exchange. It was crazy. It was something, right? And I don't talk about this all the time. Maybe in the beginning of my channel, I probably did mention this connection. And even after that, I've had maybe 2 other connections that I thought could have been my twin flame. Where I thought a friend might have been that, a friend that I've interacted with and known for years, we have a connection, but the uncertainties and the unavailability, that's how you know that it's most likely not that person. And being strung along, like the guy that was out of the country, like it was a lot of stringing along with that. He liked the idea of me. He liked the attention as well, but it wasn't anything coming from that. And I even had readers say, oh, that's your twin flame. And maybe they were true. Like maybe it was right. These people were meant to spark me. These people, they were meant to spark you. Right? But you'll notice that it's like there's something always amiss. They inspire my journey so much. I'll say like 3 significant people. 3. I'm not gonna speak on the other one too much because like that's something that I feel like is sacred or whatever. Um that person, you know, and they've never did anything to harm me or anything wrong, so I'm not gonna even mention that person. But you can just tell that it's just not the thing. It's just not it. You can tell. It's a different type of energy. Oh, and I thought my ex-boyfriend from a couple of years ago, I thought he was my twin flame and all of that because the energy was so intense. It was so what's the word I'm looking for? Not intense in a sense like it was chaotic. It was moments in time of it where it was a lot of passion, but it was mostly like he was my friend. And, you know, we had a lot of similarities and things like that, but that was not it. And God revealed to me how I'll know who the person is because I've noticed patterns. It's this one thing that I see constantly with these connections. And when I find or meet the person that's for me, these things they're not going to present itself, or that one thing. So I feel like you guys may, if you look at all of your connections, you may be able to spot and to find, you'll be able to spot and to find like the similarities and patterns. It's always maybe this one thing or maybe certain things that happen and take place that let you know that no, this is not the person for me. Because the person for me is going to be X, Y, and Z, or I can feel it's going to be this, or I can sense it's going to be this way. Oh yeah, I lost a lot of people that twin flame. Yeah, people do not like it's such a religion for people, and I'm gonna stand on that. It's such a touchy thing. People hold on so tightly to that twin flame thing, and you're gonna be stuck in a cycle until you break free out of that timeline, that template of that twin flame stuff. You're gonna be stuck. Sorry sis, sorry bro. So you break free out of that part of your journey, because it's just a part of the journey. And what you're missing is, as long as you stay in covenant with that, you're going to keep repeating those same cycles. I'm telling you. It was meant to shake you, to spark you, but it's not the end goal. The person that's for you is not going to come with all these twists and turns and this confusion and back and forth. Oh, I feel a connection though. I feel telepathic. So the fuck what? If he's not or she's not giving that to you in the physical, you gotta see, I deserve better than this. When am I gonna get it? But that also comes with discernment to say, okay, spirit, is this just a situation where this person is still needing to develop and grow and where I need to develop and grow? Or is it a spiritual attack on our union where we got to get it together? Because I'm tired of people blaming, oh, it's the karmics. It's their karmics. It's their karmic mothers. It's their karmic friends. It's their karmic baby mamas and daddies. Like, I'm so sick of that. Like, stop. Not to say that that can't be an interference, but like, come on. Like, we're not perfect. Like I said, we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. But you can tell the difference between somebody that is doing the work, desires to do the work, better themselves, grow, heal, develop, versus a person that's just kicking their feet up and doing whatever. And as long as you put this person on a pedestal and you idealize them and idolize them and worship this connection and worship them, and they're the end goal, they're the end to your happiness, oh, I'm so unhappy without them type of vibe, they're going to continue to do the same thing because your energy is telling them you can keep doing that. You can stay the way that you are because I'm so devoted to you. I'm so dedicated to you. I see all this light in you. I was doing that to my friend. Like, I was putting that ninja on a pedestal, and he knew that. He knew that. And as long as you condone it and you're like feeding into it, yep, it happens. When you're constantly feeding into that energy and you're obsessing and you're glorifying this person almost like they're not human, you're making them this demigod in your life and you're putting them above your own spiritual source. My goodness. Oh yeah, we all do it. I was doing it. I was doing that. The guy from out of the country, like when we like linked and all of that, I was putting him on this fucking pedestal, and part of it was because of who he was, you know, and all of that. I was very immature at that time and still had a lot of growing and healing to do and self love to do, self work to do at that time. It was a lot of like glorifying the twin flame experience as this ultimate thing because that's how it was given to us, you know, that's how it was marketed to us as this ultimate relationship. But it came with a lot of toxicity as well. But it was meant to shake you, it was meant to spark you, it was meant to propel you and catapult you into your journey, not to stay there and keep repeating the same cycles. And like I said, I had to have a couple of go rounds with those experiences. I saw all the numbers and the synchronicities and oh this is happening and that is happening and oh the way that we this and that, but it doesn't progress. You see what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't stay and remain at that same vibration or energy for that long. It doesn't take a man or a woman years and years to figure out that you're it. It might take some time for a person to catch up and do the work and be in the space just as you got to do the work and make yourself available and prepared and ready for the person that's for you enough. However you're guided, however much work or whatever you're guided to work on, because most people will say this, and I've heard a lot of couples and married couples say this, that when you get married, it actually highlights more of the things that you need to better and work on when you come together as a unit. So most of your healing and deliverance as a union, that happens when you come together. So you're not going to be perfect and they're not going to be perfect, but they're not going to be somebody that is just an average fuck boy, fuck girl that's going to continue to hurt you and use you or not see your worth or your value and treat you like dirt. And yes, sometimes you do got to set boundaries in order for people to, understand that, no, you can't do that with me. You can't treat me that way. And when you do stand your ground, it will reveal to you who's for you and who's not for you when you stand your ground. You may have someone that doesn't know how to take rejection come at you. You may have people that just completely back off and leave you alone. And you may have someone that says, hey, I'm going to do better. I'm going to show up because I really want to be with this person, or I want to get to know this person. I feel like they're worth getting to know or they're worth being with. You don't have to convince a man or a woman. You shouldn't have to convince anybody to be with you. That's not how it works. They could love the idea of you. They can resonate with you. They can be attracted to you. Maybe even actually genuinely love you. But they can still not be the person. They may still not be that. I will say this, like, if you're confused about who your person is, take it to Divine Spirit and say, reveal this person to me. And truly be okay with, like, what you see. Be open to receive that. If you're not ready to see that, then don't pray and ask that. If you're not ready. That's like what's saying the same thing with God, reveal my enemies to me. And don't be shocked when you see certain people fall off, or you see certain people like show their face, or you start to see it for what it is. Like, so when you pray or you ask Spirit, hey, I need discernment, I need spiritual clarity, I need the eyes to see the truth, give me the heart to receive it and accept the truth as it is, and set me free and reveal to me whether this person is for me or they're not for me. Is this the person? Be very, very direct and very blunt and straight up. Like, God, I'm confused. I'm frustrated. I don't know what's what. I feel like I know. I think I know. I don't know. Whatever. Show me the truth. Give me the eyes to see. And set it and leave it alone. And trust what comes. Like, speak from your heart. Pray from your heart. It will be revealed to you. And that's better to free yourself than to hang on to something or someone that may or may not be the person for you. And a lot of people are not ready for that. I wasn't ready for that at the time. Like I said, I had two readers I allowed to read me, tell me that the person out of the country was my twin flame. at that time. And a part of me kind of felt like that was not true, because I knew that it was a connection. So you do have connections with people. It's just the connection could be seasonal. And what levels of this connection are you meant to experience? You know, what type of connection is this? Like, what does it mean? And I'm not talking about labels like, this is my soulmate, this is my twin flame, this is my husband. This is not that. I'm saying, like, why is this person here in my life at this time? What do they represent in my life? Is this person here to teach me a lesson about self-love? Are they meant to help me open up, to be more open to love, to, you know, see that, yeah, I can have someone that will love me in a genuine way? Because the ex that I had, we were only together for a short period of time, but he did show me, like, what a divine masculine is. Even in spite of my flaws and my insecurities and things that he had going on, I could still take away the fact that he showed me how to be treated. So I do appreciate him for that. But you can take it however you want to take it. It's up to you whether or not you want to see the truth of it rather than staying stuck, because most people, they want to stay stuck. I'm not a sugar-coated person. Like, I'll probably make it a little bit, I'll tell you, I'll give you the real, but I'll give it to you in doses, and I'll be very careful how much I give to you, because I don't want to overwhelm, and I definitely don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I have to be honest still at the end of the day, and honor and say it in a way that it's clear, but it's coming from a place of love, because not a lot of people want to hear that. When it comes to this twin flame stuff, a lot of people are still attached to it. I can't believe it. So to this day, years and years later, people are still stuck on that. But it's not to take away the fact that true love exists, divine love exists, but that type of dynamic is not healthy. In hindsight, it's not. And it's a karmic cycle. Matter of fact, and I remember, like, a girl that I was cool with at the time, she was a reader too. She was saying that she feels like it's some type of energy, like some type of, the way she put it was basically like she felt like it was some type of energy plant to deceive many people. And I do believe that. Can what is used for your harm be turned out for your good? Yes, because it helped a lot of people heal. Those that progressed past that illusion and broken free out of that deception. Because I do feel like it was a mass deception, because the way people responded to it, like, anytime somebody says something against it, you get attacked. Like, you basically, like, you're saying, oh, Jesus doesn't exist. Like, it's like Christians attacking somebody saying, I don't believe in Jesus. It's like, it was like that. Maybe still like that, where you'll have people attack you, like, get real. I've seen it. Like, people's coming, like, I said this, I've shared this story before. People, like, go off. They'll lose their mind, and they'll fight for that to the death. Like, I remember, like, a few years ago, I did a video. I don't remember the title of it, but it was like something with twin flames versus soulmates or something like that. And I was saying how I feel like the twin flame thing is kind of like a false connection versus a soul connection, because the soul is in it. You got to, in order to understand what your soul is, you got to understand who you are in your soul, and like, you got to be able to grasp what that means. So it's not something as just simple as feeling a feeling or a reaction or an intensity or an attraction or a draw or familiarity with someone. It's a sense of peace. It's a sense of understanding who you are, and you're able to identify your person and who they are when you see them, because you know who's complementary to you. Your spirit knows. I use the scripture a lot, and I feel like it's relevant, so I'm going to bring it up. So Genesis 2:22, year 2022 is why I say it's the year of the divine unions. But how it says, like, Adam, when he seen Eve, he said, this is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. He recognized her. He knew that she was an extension of who he is, and vice versa. It's the energy that it is. We'll recognize, I've bumped into people, men and women, platonically and romantically, maybe, you know, men, but even platonically, where it's friends, I'll recognize people, like, in the spirit. I'll be like, you're so familiar. Your energy is familiar to me. It's like home to me. Or your voice, something about your voice, or the vibration of your voice or your energy, it's familiar to me. But that doesn't mean, like, oh, this is my soulmate. Oh, this is my twin flame. We're all spiritual beings, and we all come from a fabric of one source, in a sense. So, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something to, like, glorified. You know what I mean? But when the person that's for you, it's a recognition, like that's home. That's me. And it's not based off of lust and, oh, he's so fine, look at him, oh, look, he's so fine, and blah blah blah, or, oh, she's so bad, and, oh, I want to be with her, and, oh, it's easy to desire somebody. It's easy to idealize and pedestalize and sexualize and romance, all the sizes, right? It's so easy to do that. But a soul recognition is like, that's a different level of something. That's why it's important to like know yourself, know your worth, know your value. It's very easy to weigh out the pros and the cons of who is who. So you're not settling for second best or settling for something that's not even ordained for you. When the person that's for you, like, they might have their issues, you have yours, but you'll, and it's, that's why I said don't take God out of the equation, or whatever you want to call source, as because the source being created us all, so they know us in such a way, like they'll know how to love or how to handle the connection relationship. So for you guys to work together and say, you know, I know this is my person, they're not perfect, teach me how to love this person, how to handle this person, and show me how to walk this. Because, like, don't you get tired of, like, doing everything with your own human mind and your own patterns, doing the same thing? The hyper type of love, higher than just sex. Yeah. I'm going to do a segment with Nina again, and we're going to talk about relationships, and like dating and spirituality. I'll do a Q&A still on my own. I'm still planning on doing that because I've seen you guys' polls, and thank you as well for those of you that voted. Whether you voted yes or no, I appreciate you guys just being there, and participating. So I'm gonna do the Q&A probably next week. I'll let you guys know. I'll probably have you guys submit your questions maybe through the comment section, or maybe on Instagram as well, or maybe just both platforms. But I want to talk about this because as a spiritual woman, and maybe even as a spiritual man, I would love to hear a man's experience, that your dating experience where you probably have experienced connections or relationships where you know that you can't just be or date anybody. Like, it doesn't work with everybody. And you might even be on the path of being, you know, picky and discerning about who you with, who you date, who you sleep with. Not picky in a sense of, oh, she got to be 5'5" and she got to have big booty and this and this, and not that type of picky, but her energy, something about her energy that you're very particular about. Like, you don't get off to the way she looks. Like, that's not something that appeals to you alone. Just like spiritual women, like, you can, like, shoot all day. Like, you can find men and be like, he look good. Yeah, he fine. He got this, and this, and that. But there's something else missing there. Because fine don't get too far. Like, maybe when I was, like, in high school, early 20s, maybe that was the thing for me. But at this age that I'm at, 30 plus years old, fine is not enough for me. It's just not. It's not enough. You got to come with a little bit more. You got to be able to be a leader. You got to be able to lead me. And when I say by lead me, not like you're my God or you're my puppeteer, but I can trust you. I can lean on you to protect me. I can lean on you and trust your wisdom. I can trust your opinion on things. I know you have my best interest at heart. You're not seeking to control me or to manipulate me and abuse me. You can protect me. You have the power to see things. You have that gifting as well, where you can discern energies to be like, nah, babe, like, that person ain't your friend, or nah, that, I don't think that that's good for you, or I feel like, or motivate you, encourage you, and edify you. Like, you got to be specific with certain things. And I know I'll speak for myself, and I'm pretty sure my sisters on here, y'all can attest to this, that not every man, or I don't know if you guys date women, but I'll say, like, not every man holds the capacity to be able to love you. They might genuinely care about you. They may really want to be with you, but they don't hold the capacity to genuinely be that person. Like, God didn't give them the manual to you. It's only one person. Like, I feel like this is my theory. I do believe that we can have multiple people that we can vibe with, even love. But I feel like there's only one that really truly fits you, where you can say, this is who I choose to be with. This is who I want to. I don't like using the word settle down, because like I'm settling, but this is, or just being settled, being still. This is the person I can be still, and not only just still and chill with, but evolve with, grow with, ascend with. This is a person I can be comfortable, be myself with. That's not going to judge me. That's not going to be tearing me down and all of that. Like, or, oh, I love you, but you gotta do that. Then I can't love you if you're doing that. Or, I would, prefer if you, no, no. Yeah, they be in kiddie pools. Like, men love the idea, like this thing, like, men be gawking, staring. Some of them be, admiring and saying all these things. But then when it comes up to step to the plate to hit that bat, where they at? Where they at? They fall off the face of the earth. I just couldn't because it's all this stuff, right? They think they can, like, I'm gonna do a whole story. I can't wait. I can't wait to do this segment with Nina, because I'm about to share this story with y'all about this experience I had with this guy recently. We talked, we were cool for like a couple of months, and he was all into the mysticism. He was all into the whole Shanoa, right? Until his ass got exposed, and then he was spooked the hell out and disappeared. Then got called out for it and was doing a lot of gaslighting and all of that. Like, no, I wasn't scared. It was just, nah, stop. It's okay, son. It's okay. It's okay. Some of you guys are just meant to be my sons, and that's okay. Like, I accept the fact that some men are just meant just meant to be assignments. That's it. It's okay. And like the friend that I said I thought was like my one or whatever, like same thing with him. He's like, oh, I just didn't want to waste your time. Like, okay, well, all right. The ex I was speaking about, the one that I don't want to talk bad about him. But yeah, he, like, after we had decided to separate, he was like, I just didn't feel like I was mature enough for you. And I thought it was something wrong with me, because I was like, why would he just start pulling away? Like, we be thinking it's something wrong. And in some cases, yeah, we got to take accountability for things about ourselves. If it is things we need to work on, like I said, I was still having insecurities. I was still jealous and stuff in that relationship, and I needed to do the work, obviously. But yeah, like you'll start to see, like, you can't date everybody. And I'll say this again, when you are anointed, you are gifted, you have that energy, because the fact that your energy has a power to it, where it can influence, it can encourage, it can inspire, it can spark, it can create worlds, it can shift and move energies in a way. That type of energy cannot be spent and aligned with just anybody. You might, it's kind of like, think of this too. I am, sis. I'm gonna keep this live up. You got to think of it like something that, it's like if you try to pair a certain battery with an object or something, that it's an overload. Like, you trying to jump start something and kick something off with a person that it might be too much energy for them to handle. Like, they might combust. Your energy might really be too much for some people. And when I say too much, not in the sense of you're too much in a bad way, like, oh, you're just over the top, like, oh no. No. Your energy is too expansive. It's just too much for a person to handle all it in one dosage. They might explode. Like, they're like, oh shit, I gotta back up. Like, especially, you could spark somebody's heart chakra too. You might open something. You might have somebody going back into shit that they don't want to tap into, and feeling all the stuff they don't want to feel yet, or reminding them of a wound that they don't want to touch yet, just by, like, oh, I like her, or I like him. Like, they're a cool person. I feel like I'm starting to feel something for this person. Let me back up. And then it starts making them think of the first person that broke their heart. And then it's like, no, I can't fuck with her. Let me back up. I can't. And then you're sitting there going, oh, I thought Jerome liked me. Oh, he didn't call me back. Oh my God, I thought Tyler liked me. I thought Tyler really, really liked me, but he just didn't call me back. Like, no, sis, because why? It's not you all the time. Like, sometimes it really just is like people, like, you're not for everybody. And my sis Tori, Guided Intuition, she sent me a video the other day, and it broke me into tears because I needed to hear that. So the guy, he was preaching, and he was saying that people pass up expensive things all the time because they can't afford it. It's not because they don't desire it or it's not something that they would want to buy, but they know that they can't afford it. So some people pass you up because they know that they can't afford you. And that's real. I'm not just talking about romantically always either. Sometimes you think that, oh, this job passed you up because you weren't good enough. Or it's sometimes people, they can't afford what you bring. They may feel unworthy to have it, or it's just, you got to accept it for what it is. We equate things backwards sometimes. We only look at things from one perspective. Oh, if I only get 2 likes, and that means I'm unworthy, right? Because only 2 people liked my posts. It may be that some people aren't meant to see what you have to say, or maybe they don't understand it, they don't understand it, or they're not ready to receive it. It doesn't always got to be that. And sometimes God is protecting you. Like on this channel, sometimes I be like, I have 20,000 something subscribers, and a heifer is only getting like, at the most, sometimes maybe like 200 to 300 views on a video, or less, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, so where are you 20,000 of you coming from? Like, where y'all at? And I say to myself sometimes, like, okay, well, maybe it's just not meant. Maybe my channel is, what is that called? Shadow bans. Who knows? It could be many factors. But in hindsight, do I feel like everybody is going to resonate with everything I say? No. Do I feel like the masses at this point is going to get what I say? No. Because I know that what I'm saying, not a lot of people are going to say it. Definitely not tarot readers. It's not popular. It's not tickling somebody's ass. It doesn't. It just doesn't fit the bill for what people want to hear all the time. It is what it is. Like, and maybe it's only meant for a small group of people. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just meant for them. Thank you, sis. I feel like for some people, stop playing small. I feel like some people, like, they take what they can handle and they go where they're divinely guided to watch. Like, especially if you're discerning what you watch, what you listen to, whether it's a podcast, whether it's some type of commentary, whether it's a reading. Like, you know, you might be very careful of what you watch. And some people, they just watch whatever tickles their fancy. They watch just what sounds good to them or what fits what they desire to hear. So I don't take it too personal all the time. I don't take it personal all the time. He didn't know how to emotionally show up. Yeah. Sometimes it's not that a person doesn't want to be there for you or to show up or to love you. Like I said, like, people may genuinely like you, may genuinely desire to be with you. They may even love you. But sometimes if they're not that person and they don't have it in them to give, whether it's just that they have their own hang-ups and they might not be able to give to anybody, or the type of person that you are, and you might be like, oh, well, you can go off with that woman, like, you can go with her, like the friend, like the friend was like all in my face and always talking to me and all this stuff, like, you know, all the vibes and the energy, right? Just giving you all the energy. But it's easy to go off with the other ones because it's like it doesn't require you to give in a certain way. It doesn't require you to step out of your bounds. It doesn't require you to come out of your certain things that you have to heal. And I do respect the fact, I will always respect him saying this. I don't want to waste your time. I respect that. That's one thing that I can say about him, is that that was like a real thing to say. I don't want to waste your time. Rather than just stringing you along and all of that and whatever. I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes it could be a false mask, sis. But, and like I said, I feel like sometimes genuinely people do want to be there, but they can't. They don't know how. I'll speak for myself as a friend. Like, sometimes I'll sit certain things out with my friends and things like that. Um, yeah, I'll accept that I can't always show up for my friends the way that I want to, because I know I still have some wounds there when it comes to trusting women, when it comes to like sisterhood and things like that, because of my own relationship with my mother, my own relationship with some other women in my family, and bullying and things like that, and backstabbing with friends in my childhood. Like, you still have to learn how to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, sis. I know, I didn't think I was gonna be on here this long either. um Not ready for a relationship, got a situation, it's a no, even if he's more interested in that fight. Exactly. And I knew what it was. Like, I knew it. Like, I seen all of this. But in our minds, we think that because of who we are and the love that we have and what we're giving, that it will change a person, or it'll spark them or inspire them to get out of those blockages and to show up. But that's not the case. A person's only going to show up when they're ready. They're only going to show up when they're ready. And not every person that pretends, and this is another thing too, the counterfeit energy, where they present everything that you think that you want, but there's always something amiss. Like, that's another thing too. Like, I'll have people say that they want to be with me, or that they're interested in all of that, but there's something in me that's like, no, it's not you. Still, it's not you. I can easily be like, oh girl, I'm gonna get with him, oh, he's saying this, he's saying that, but it's not you. And I have to honor myself with that. I'm not about to settle. And what I mean settle is like, not that the people necessarily have to be lesser than or whatever. Oh, I'm so better. No, you're not the vibrational match for me. You may be a vibrational match for another woman, but just not for me. So I'm not going to do myself that disservice, and I'm not going to do you the disservice of giving myself when I know that it's not you, and I'm just like playing house for the time being, or just playing with the idea just to say I got somebody. I can't do that to myself. Like, I can't even fake the funk. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, the guy that I was telling you about, that this dude talked to me every day. We talked every day. He would call me. He would text me. Every morning he would text me, good morning, beautiful. We would talk every day, consistently, for like a whole month. He was consistent. Until, like, I call his ass out, because I'm not going to tell the story. I'm going to save the story for, I think, me and Nina's podcast. But that one thing that, like, busted his whole cover, like, he dipped. Like, he disappeared. Still watching my Instagram stories and stuff like that. Didn't wish a bitch a happy birthday either. Like, he knew what my birthday was. He didn't wish a bitch a happy birthday. He didn't say nothing. Girl. He didn't say shit. So I called him out. But I'm going to save the story. But, like, him, even with him, like, we talked every day. We was cool. But something in me knew, it's like, it's still not you. But I'm going to be open, because I'm going to show spirit that I can be open and receptive. And be friends, and be friends with a man, be cordial, get to know somebody, not put too much energy into it. I'm going to open myself up for this. Allow myself to be courted. Went on a date with another guy. Same thing. Energies was popping. We talked for hours. We sat in the rain and like talked. Like, it sounds so cute, right? And he was so cool, but I knew, like, no, it's not you. But I'm going to allow someone to actually take me out and like vibe and connect with someone and talk. I'm going to allow myself the privilege of that. Just open myself up to it. But it wasn't meant. Like, it's not. There's nothing wrong with dating. There's nothing wrong with like having male companions or whatever you're led to do. Like, you do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, don't settle for what's not for you. Like, still hold space for what's meant for you. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, I'm not opposed to having male companions or maybe going out if I'm led to go out with you. I'm not going to say yes to every opportunity. No. It's definitely not nowadays, because men are like, some men out there are unhinged. They crazy. So, no. But I'm going to hold space for the man that is meant for me. Whoever is meant for me, I'm going to keep myself in that place of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's really it's really a journey, I'm telling y'all. The Grand Rising Queen. Thank you, Tori. Oh my God. Also, watch out for older women and men who say partners ain't this or that. That's like, I don't mean to call her out, but that's like, I'm not going to say which family member it is, but this family member that I have is like that. Oh, these ninjas. She call them ninjas, and it's just so horrible. Like, it's just doing too much. But, and I break that yoke off of my family too. Like, it's this thing, because the women in my family are so, like, very strong that they intimidate men, but they know how to, like, they're the type of women that have men like whipped, and like, and I don't want a man that's like controllable in that sense. Like, he's so controlled, he's like a pussy. Like, I don't want that, and I don't like those type of dynamics. So that has to be broken for sure. like like man eaters in my family, and I don't want it. I don't want that for me. Like, that's not the type of love that I want. I want something where it's like, it is powerful. It's like, yeah, I want a man that's gonna be like, bitch, I love you, like, to death. I'll do anything for you. But I don't want no weak vessel. I don't want that. Not the what you doing to death. I hate that too. I really do. But I just love like good conversation. I really do. Like, I enjoy it, and I think that's one of the biggest things is like your partner being your friend. Like, that's top level. That is top of the notch. Top, like, being your friend. If you can genuinely be my friend and I genuinely like you, that's better than, I mean, I can't say that, because sex is definitely a love language for Tauruses. I'm not going to say that that's not important, but you gotta be my friend. I have to like your ass. Like, I really have to genuinely like you. Like, you can't just be cute. You can't just have this, and that. Your future husband is going to be wealthy, healthy, and blessed. Yes, sis. Ashe. He will be on his divine masculine. He is on his divine masculine journey. He's on it. Yeah, sex is extremely, yeah, and sis, like, yes, it is. And I feel like for me, part of the discipline too is like, and I can be transparent, and I probably said it on my channel before, it's 2323 likes and views, 555 55. I can be transparent. Like, part of the reason why I stopped having sex years ago was, hey, was because of the fact of I had an experience, like, for one, I kept backtracking with my ex, and it just wasn't the same. And then 24 now, hey. And then it was a guy that I slept with when I was 18, 19. It was a guy that I was like, had this crush on because he reminded me of Pharrell at the time. Like, I had this big thing for Pharrell. Black guys with tattoos and skateboarding, like, that was my thing. Like, that was my thing. So this guy, I ended up linking back up with him because he so-called confessed, oh, I always had a crush on you, and you was always my dream. Like, shut up. And then just shut up. Like, they always want to confess later on in life. Anyway, long story short, we linked up, and it was just as horrible. And I said to myself, like, what the fuck did I just do? I felt so disgusting. I took a spiritual bath after that. I just felt gross. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm saving myself for my person. I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I can't repeat the same shit, the same cycles. Spirit, like, I vow to, like, keep it locked down. I vow to. I don't care how many, like, how much like, oh, I just can't. There's times where I'll be like, oh, I want to break it because, like I said, like the connections that you'll have with people like my friend, like, oh, I might no. And I'm so glad the spirit was like, no. Mm-mm. Even the ex is trying to come back and like trying to throw the energy at you, like, no. You gotta go. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Not somebody who reminds you of girl. Yeah, like see that thing, like the young Chinoa, okay, baby Noah, not literally a baby, but young Chinoa, young woman, like at that time, was just into, oh, he's fine, he's cute, oh, he's doing it, like that type of like little surface level, superficial. That was me back then. It wasn't about connections. Like anybody could have been my boyfriend that I liked at the time. Like if I liked you, I thought you was cute, you could be my boyfriend. No. Uh-uh. No vetting whatsoever, not seeing like the red flags and not paying attention to none of that. It wasn't even about that. It was just, oh, he's cute. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he raps. Oh, he dances. Oh, he skateboards. Like stupid stuff like that. Like, you know, like really? When I think back on it, like, really? That's what we doing? That's what we thought was okay. Okay. But yeah, no. Like that's little girl stuff. So now it's much more than that. It's the credentials is different. It's like no. Nowadays it's not that simple to just be cute or to like me or to say I'm bad. Oh, you are bad. Oh, you so cute. Oh, like that doesn't do anything anymore. What? No, it's done. But like, girl, yes, we on grown women time now, and like these legs are closed. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like clear those other ninjas out your pocket. You know what I'm saying, sis? Clean them out your pocket. Make space, make room. Like that's just make room. And like I said, I'm not here to clock anybody's yannis and yonis and nannies and vaginas. That's not what I'm here to do. You do what you want. But I'm just gonna say as a disclaimer, clear your space, literally and physically. Clear your energy and your space for that which is for you, especially if you know what's coming. Okay, it's 22 views on here, and then it jumped to 20. So I was meant to say that your person's coming. I'm telling you, they are. I was about to like say something like some very dirty humor, but I stopped myself. Thank you. Yeah. And you could still be sexy. You could still be a sex symbol without giving the yoni up. Yoni, nani, whatever. You could still do that. Like it ain't like you're not prudish, and I think that's the thing that people try to like body shame or sex shame, I should say, and make you feel like you're not that because you're not having sex. You could still embody that sexual energy within yourself without exchanging it with another person, nor with yourself. You ain't got to be doing all that down there to yourself either to have that sexual energy. It's all about how you move and how you walk in it, and it makes for very big creativity. Definitely. Thank you. Dara and Ya, yes, I agree. Yes. Mm-mm. Brianna. Child. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, don't mistake the discipline and the abstinence for this prudish and this boring and like no, it's being saved for the right person. Like I'm gonna say this, like not everybody, and I think some women, I don't know if all women do this, but I feel like some of us, we, even if we know like, oh yeah, we doing it, we putting it down, whatever, we're not gonna give all of everything away to. Sometimes it's just by design. Like for me, naturally, I feel like sometimes even when I did have some crazy experiences sexually, I don't feel like I was fully vulnerable and giving of myself because that comfortability and that safety wasn't there because it wasn't the person. Like you're not my person. I feel like it's different when it's your person. So yeah, I don't feel like anybody deserves to experience me in that way. Like, you don't, especially if you're not my person. Like, you don't. And even if you are my person, like, if you act in some type of way, like, you're not, it's locked down. It's locked down. Yeah. And that's why I can't be with an egotistical man that thinks that they own me in that sense, where they can tell me when to and when to not to, and that, no, I don't like that type of stuff. Like, we're done. We're ceasing that toxic masculinity stuff. We're not doing it. Yeah. It's way different. Yeah. Yep, right around the corner. Libra, Mars. Oh, Venus, Libra, Mars. Oop. I got some Libra in some very interesting places in my charts. So I don't know what that's about, but maybe somebody can help me. I might have to hit up Sydney and ask her, like, what is my Lilith? Like, what's that? What's the deal with that? What's the deal? God bless anybody with a Scorpio Lilith. Like, that must be some intense, scary ass shit. You must be a beast. Like, literally. Like, over the top. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. But, yeah, we've been on here for a minute. I could talk to y'all for hours. I know I've talked a lot, but we can be on here like for hours. That's why I want to do this thing. I can't be with an ugly girl. I don't want to say ugly people. I wouldn't say that. I've been with men probably that most people probably would be like, "Oh, he's not that cute." Like, I had a crush on this boy in high school, and he wasn't the cutest thing, but I think it was his energy, it's his swag. And he was a really good kisser too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, girl. But no. I have to be attracted to they just gotta be fine to me. It can be like a total shallow how moment where everybody else might be looking at my man like, who, like, why? But to me, he might be the finest thing, but I don't know. Like, who knows? Like, I'm not that shallow like that. Nah. Yeah. Are we gonna refuse to submit? Mm-mm. Yeah, I just can't. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, energy makes it definitely does. Cause I feel like that way about Lil Wayne. Like, I used to think Lil Wayne was fine back in probably in high school when he did what's that song? What was it? Like the era where he did Go DJ. I used to think he was cute. And hey, he's a Libra. Like, I love Libra men. I don't know what that is. Maybe it has something to do with that placement in my chart. I love Libra men. Libra men, Leo men, Gemini men, sometimes water sign men, but not too much. But girl, Libras, Libra ninjas, child. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll look at a man's chart and be like, "Oh, you a Libra. That's why. That's why I like you." I used to think Young Jeezy was fine too. Kind of still do, but he's married. I'll be like, "Oh, a Libra." Oh, a Leo. Oh, a Gemini. I tell you, it does not fail. So it's like those specific threes, the Libras, the Leos, and the Geminis. I don't know what that is. I don't know why. Can't tell you. Actually, yes, I can. It's something in my chart. The Leo, I know where the placement is. That makes sense. The Gemini, I'm not so sure. I do have a lot of Gemini in my chart, but I don't know about the love aspect. Why? I don't know. Not the boneless. Ah. Group chat, FaceTime. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do a little deeper look into my like a specific placement. My Lilith. My Lilith. Yes, go DJ says that was yeah, I thought he was cute back then. Young Jeezy's a Libra too, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is. Two Chains. Is Two Chains one too? Girl, I'm mad at y'all talking about the boneless dreads though. And very intelligent. Sis says Rob yeah, that would be pretty cool. Two Chains, I don't know what he looked like outside the glasses, so I can't talk. I don't know what he looks like outside of that. Oh, he has Capricorn in his chart. I never looked. So I don't know. I just know the sun aspect of it. And then yeah, me like ASAP Rocky to me, I used to be like, oh my god, he's so like he's very to me, I still think he's attractive, but he's a Libra too. Like my ex is a Libra. So that I don't know what that is. The only thing that I can say with that makes sense is because of the Venus placements. Libra and Taurus both have Venus placements. So that's the only thing that I can see why I'm always drawn to them. I don't know why. I just don't. Like just stop. No Leos and the Geminis, like girl. Duffel bag boy, Lil Wayne, yes. Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. He is child, like, and in person, he's even more finer in person. Like, oh my God, girl, he is trying to I'm trying to find. I gotta pull my chart up because I need to send it to Sydney. Let me see. Girl, no, I don't know. I don't do dreads. Lil Wayne is the exception. Um, hmm. Dang it. You're stupid. You would fold. Hell nah. Yeah, A$AP Rocky is fine in person, and he smells good too. I'll give him that. Eee. Oh my gosh, I need to get my ass off here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We're just on here just shooting the breeze. Like I said, I'm going to do that Q&A thing. I really want to. I feel like we could have an even bomber discussion. I think it would be so good, that conversation. And I can't wait to do another podcast with Nina and like go into that and share it with y'all. You're stupid. Not the boneless. Girl, it's crazy. Yeah, it's like 12. When did I come on here? I think I got on here at, what time was it? Um, mm, I think I got on here around like 10 or like late 10 o'clock. I think so. I don't know. I really don't know. But sis be doing the most because I'm about to get my ass off of here. We sure did. We had a really good discussion. I really enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'm going to do this Q&A very soon, okay? Next week, I plan on it. Y'all are crazy for dear life. Oh, y'all need to stop. Leave him alone. Y'all need to leave that man be, please. Leave him alone. Give him 10 feet. Give him that space. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here because we can be on here for like till 2 o'clock, knowing how things are. I think when was that live? I think Dara was on that live. You're welcome. See, my grandma calling me, so I know that's like it's time to go. But yeah, we were on a live for like a minute. Oh, you like Baldies, Tori? I don't know. I don't know if I ever been to try this some Baldies. I don't know. I don't know. I know people like the Shamar Moores of the world and the what's the who else? Shamar Moore. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else. That's like I can't think. Tupac, of course, but I don't know. You've been on here for 4 score and 7. Yes, talk to you guys soon. We were on there for 8 hours, girl. Stop. We were on there for a minute though, and we was like, I don't know what we were talking about. Probably like music. Ow. Probably like music or something. And we were just on there for like forever, forever, ever, forever. Cardi B, forever. Literally, yeah. We was on there for a minute. So I'm not gonna do that today. It's still early in the day, and I still got stuff to do, and I need to make a phone call to Miss Brianna. Who is Andrew Tates? Who is that? I'm slow. I'm late to the party. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Yes, love to you too, Wild Seed. Hopefully, we'll catch you at the Q&A. Um, hmm. A sad little Zamar boy, Andrew Tate. That name sounds familiar. He's a fighter or something. Is he like a? I think that name sounds familiar. Is he a fighter? Now he got sugar in his tank. You know, this is too much. I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh my gosh. Yes, you have a beautiful day too, sis. Thank you. Manosphere guys, suspected trafficker. Oh no. Oh. No bueno. Mm-mm. The manosphere is down bad. Like, they gonna go down real bad, if not already. Their king, Kevin Samuels, I think I feel like the first domino to let me stop. Let me shut up. And call Granny. Yeah. She gonna ask me 21 questions like 50 Cent. I'm already prepared. Um Yep, girl, leave. Yep, take the next flight to tell him to go to hell. I don't know. Yeah, the manosphere is like really sick. They're immature. They're like basement, like ninjas that don't get no play. Um, Talking about high value, like stop. It's a lot of toxic. So it's just I ain't going into that. We're not gonna do that today. We're just not gonna do it. I don't feel like roasting people. I don't have enough barbecue. I don't have enough to do that today. So we're just gonna leave it. We're just not today. Mm-mm. Some recipes. I should like since we don't do Sunday dinner anymore. Everybody's like outgrown that. Unfortunately, like she still be cooking stuff, and I'll be like, okay, I'll be craving my greens. I love collard greens. That's my thing. Like macaroni and cheese, I can do that. That's my thing. I make macaroni and cheese. But yes, collard greens is my thing. Girl, she said how how I value. Oh, sis. It's crazy. I want you to submit. Like, what am I submitting to? Like, I can't even trust you to lead yourself. Like, what? Submit to what? To be led down the path of destruction? Like, it's just the manosphere stuff is just delusional. Like, it's so sick. Like, what? I want a submissive woman. Well, you want a dummy. You want a dummy, you want a secondhand mom, a hand me down surrogate mother slash pussy pocket. That's what you want. That's how you see women. Like, girl, it's a mess. It's horrible. It's horrific. It's tragic. It's toxic. All right, we getting off of here. Keep being amazing. Yes, indeed. Keep being a spiritual savage. I appreciate y'all. This was a good live. I enjoyed it. Good message in the beginning, and then we just went where we needed to go. Who knows? So yeah, I feel like my mama calling me was like my heads up, like, okay, it's time to go. And like I said, it's almost 1 o'clock, so I can't be on here too long. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have your questions ready for the Q&A, spirituality versus dating. If you have any questions or you like have some advice, whatever, get it ready. I'm gonna leave a comment section open for you guys to do that, and also create one on Instagram Live sometime this coming week. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I will say I'll probably do it on Wednesday. Actually, let's do Wednesday because those are one of my free days. Mondays, of course, is my lives and stuff and the readings. And then Tuesday, I got something that I have to do. Wednesday is my free day. Thursday, of course, is happy hours. And then Friday is my free days, but I feel like we should do it on a Wednesday. So let's do it Wednesday. And I'll give you guys a time and all of that for that. So, hey, Bonita. You're welcome. How you been? Long time no see. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm waiting to hear y'all questions and y'all experience. And of course, y'all, let's keep it cute. You gonna come at me? You don't want to do like I'm just save it. But y'all can be free as you want. Y'all want to talk about something sexual, some questions, some advice? I don't really mind it. We be free with yourself. With your divine femininity, you express it how you feel led to. Whatever your question is, don't be shy to ask the question. We're all grown. If you're a man, you know, you're free to ask if you feel led to. Like, I don't really feel like I'm in the place to solicit advice for men about men issues, except for if it's like about a woman or something, maybe. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yes. You was in here hitting, you was hiding. But it's all good. It's good to see you. So yeah, have y'all questions ready. I appreciate you. Be blessed, be safe, take care. Bye.